Retirement plans are changing this year with higher limits in place on employee contributions to 401ks for those aged 50 and up, and especially for those from 60 to 63 years of age. This is part of our monthly AARP segment highlighting issues important to older adults. And joining us now to learn more about these things is Jay Spector. He's co-CEO and partner in Everest Financial. Good to see you again. What's going on? So if people nearing retirement, you can put more money into your 401ks.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful thing that Congress passed in 2022. It allows investors age 60 to 63 to put an additional $11,250 into their 401k, their workplace employment plan.
These are called catch-ups, correct?
That's correct. It's a catch-up contribution. It starts at age 50. From 50 to age 60, you can put in additional funds to get you to $31,000 a year. And then that special 3-year period where you can go to $34,250 in savings, and then it reverts back at age 64 to $31,000.
And we should mention this is from the Omnibus Spending Package, I think, signed by in 2022.
2022,
correct?
Enacted in 2023.
Yeah. Is it wise for someone that close to retirement to start dumping all this stuff into a 401k, or are there other avenues?
Absolutely. People are living longer, and people need to save more resources. You know, the history has shown us that companies are moving away from defined pension plans to defined contribution plans. Defined contribution plans are your 401k at your workplace. So it's incumbent upon individuals to save more for retirement. They can't rely on pensions anymore. Social Security is not what it used to be. So more and more people need to save their own resources to make their retirement.
What about IRAs? What are we seeing here?
So IRAs in the same boat. The catch-up contribution for an IRA for someone 50 and over is an additional $1,000. So you can put $8,000 into your individual retirement account. If you're under 50, you can put $7,000 in.
And again, I asked the same question. Sounds great. If you're nearing retirement, though, you got to be careful. Are there other things? Are there bonds? Are there other things that you should be looking at that are a little safer and a little more secure?
Well, think of the IRA as an envelope, or the 401k as an envelope. That is the type of savings vehicle. Bonds and stocks and mutual funds are the investment vehicle within that envelope. So when you're putting money into a 401k, then you have the opportunity to invest it in a myriad of mutual funds or other investments based on what's permitted.
Jay, there's a survey, more than 57% of Americans feel that they're behind on their retirement saving. A typical household headed by a 55 or 64-year-old, $10,000 saved.
Yes.
What's the message there?
The message is start saving. So if you're watching the program tonight and you're in your 20s and 30s, start saving. If you're in your 50s and your 60s, it's not too late, but you have to make sacrifices. You need to look at your budget. You need to look at where you can save money to make sure you can have that retirement that you desire.
Is there anything else out there as far as retirement situation in 2025 that's changed?
No, that's the big piece for this year, is that catch-up for 60 to 63.
With this in mind, and again, 14% are maxed out on their 401k limits. It's another study I got here. 14%. Should you be maxed out? And at what age should you watch out for being maxed out?
I think you should max out as much as you can, as much as your budget allows you to save for retirement. You really want to focus. If you want to retire early, you need to have those resources. So maxing out $30,000, $34,000 will help you get there, but you should be saving other resources all along in order to get you to and through retirement.
From folks that you've talked to, are they getting them? Do they even know about these changes?
They do. You know, we and a lot of my friends in the business, we are preaching this to the masses. We want people to save money. We want people to come in and say, I'm ready to retire. Now let's make our investments work for us into retirement so we can enjoy. So people need to get the message out. It's programs like yours that are helping us get that message out, that there's more opportunity to save for your retirement future.
But again, those who are nearing retirement, I'm a little worried here. It could be a volatile stock market. I don't know what the world conditions, I don't know what our conditions are going to be here in the U.S. Do they have a point?
They do, but you also need to invest, just as if you're in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, you need to look at what your risk tolerance is. So you need to make sure you're investing in instruments that match what you're comfortable with. Just putting it in the stock market is a general term. You want to make sure you're investing in high quality investments so that you can make sure your assets will grow over time.
So again, if you're nearing retirement, maxing out, not such a bad idea.
No, not at all.
All right, Jay Spector, Everest Financial. There's so much going on out here. Good to have you here and help us make sense of it all.
Thank you very much. Good to see you.